Let me along to your totally nude island. You took my hand, led me astray that day. I'm totally nude island.
Once you hear the mesmerizing calls of the rarest of exotic birds, you become totally consumed by passion. Totally consumed by passion. Put on a strategically placed shell, raise a little hell. Frolic in the surf, sand and turf, on totally new island.
Darling, show me love, tell me lies. You do something to me, make it all through the night. Touch me once, kiss me twice. You do something to me on this island side.
Kissed by eternal sun, kissed by eternal sun. A few miles north of the Tropic of Desire. Totally new island. Totally new island. Totally new island. Totally new island.
Let me along to your totally nude island. Let me astray to your totally nude island. Let me along to your totally nude island.
All right, we are live. Welcome to the Tokyo Crypto Show, episode 37. It's been quite the year so far. We're rounding third, as Donovan likes to say on his show. How's it going, Charlie? Welcome back to the internet.
Yeah.
How long have you been offline?
I think about 2 weeks now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez, 2 weeks? You haven't done your show in 2 weeks?
Week and a half, something like
So
that.
your fan base is just dissipated then.
Yeah, it's all good. Still making money.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah. Well, basically, I had to. Well, you have SoftBank as well, right? For
Yep.
internet, yeah.
Yeah.
Those cocksuckers. What they said was, I told them like a couple days before I was ready to move. I was like, I'm moving. Can I set it up in the new apartment for the Ethernet, right? So I can hook it up directly to my computer. And they were like, "Oh yeah, when will I have that? It'll come November 12th." That was like 2 weeks after or like a week after I moved. And I was like, "I have to wait a week for this shit." And some shit happened because the translator was fucking ass backwards, and it took another week. So I just got my Ethernet yesterday.
Oh,
Bullshit. They had to contact NTT and SoftBank. It was
so
a
when
shitstorm.
is the Cultivate Crypto Show back on the air?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Get yourself some coffee and wake on up.
Tomorrow's going to be a really good one, actually. I got a nice subject lined up about how the halving's going to go down and some shit with the miners that's going down, too.
Hell yeah. Let's talk a little bit about that on today. A little preview into your show tomorrow.
Yeah, it is a breakdown of a video that talks to as an interview of miners.
We're going to see what's going on with a lot's happened with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has surprisingly been volatile.
Yeah, and that's good.
That's
for the
good.
Trading aspect.
It is good for trading when there's just sideways action. There's no money to be made. But what we're gonna talk about today, first and foremost, this is not financial advice. Keep that in mind. So, but today's episode, we're gonna talk about what happened to the guys who listened to us from the beginning of the year,
And we'll go with both real case situations and hypotheticals.
Yeah, we have a hypothetical that we drew up here. How many months is that? 10 months?
Yep, we've been on the air 10 months.
Yes, we've been on there 10 months, and episode 37, pretty much doing one a week, and on a pretty good pace here for a good strong close and start to the new year, honestly. So we have a hypothetical case, and then we have some actual real life scenario cases as well. Myself being one of them, and as well as some people within Charlie's paid group, the Telegram group. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and just talk about what are like immediate views on what's going to happen with Bitcoin here in the upcoming next 2 years, because I personally believe that it's all upside from here. I think the next.
I mean, betting to the downside right now is not that smart.
I know. It's funny when you come over here and you get all giddy when you're like, dude, something's gonna happen. Like,
Well, yeah, what was that, last Thursday? Or
yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a pretty good price. Well, when I was over here, I was saying this price of, I think at the time it was about $84.90, and I was like, this price is pretty good right now, and I should have listened to my own advice and just bought along at that point, because it did a quick pump up to like 8,700. So it's like a $200 or $300 difference. If you do a little bit of nice leverage on that, you can make some quick bucks. And then the next thing would have been to bet to the downside, but Bitcoin has gone down a little bit more than what some people have expected in the last couple of weeks, which is also pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling, obviously Hot Dude Con and going to Phoenix and whatnot. So I have only been able to keep a small pulse on the crypto world, but nonetheless,
Yeah, going down. I guess in that time, it's gone down from about 8,500 to 8,000. Or sorry, 9,500 to 8,000.
Yes,
So $1,500 swing in a couple of weeks. It's pretty significant.
Yeah, and I honestly knew this was coming. I knew that whenever news spikes the price, it typically trickles off.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it way overshoots and then has to kind of simmer down again before going up.
And that was news of President Z, right?
Yeah, the China stuff. Yep.
Right. So that's what we're gonna be talking about, is just some theoretical situations here. So
Well, and a few real ones.
And also some real ones. Yeah, exactly. Don't forget, guys, December 2nd, it's my birthday, and I'm giving back to you guys. Body Fitness Max is the course that I'm coming out with 100% for free. A beginner guide, start to finish. I mean, everything you need to know to have a very good basic foundation of fitness and nutrition, and how to stay fit and lean. And overall, just, productivity wise as well. If you're like a high performing man, much like Charlie is here, if you're like
yourself.
You need to be in tip top shape. You need to be in tip top shape to handle yourself on a day-to-day basis, because you're working hard, you're making your business, you're doing whatever, kicking ass in your own company, inside another company, whatever. When you fuel yourself and you exercise, you're just on a whole other level. So let's take a look at the little promotion I got here, guys. Yeah, I know you guys love this one. Get your speakers ready. You're not gonna want to miss out on that one. December 2nd, next Monday. Yeah, it's gonna be a solid W for you guys out there. No, I'm really excited about this one. Who likes the added special effects that were today? Did anybody pick up on the new stuff there? The Vietnam flashbacks and the Godzilla music. That's a personal touch of mine that I enjoyed today. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep adding stuff to this promotion, so stick around. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we end up with. But yeah, let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin, shall we? Charlie, you wanna take the reins here?
Sure, we can talk a little bit about the price, and then we'll go into this, I guess, hypothetical what you were mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Okay, here we go.
So, I mean, the last time we were talking about this on this show was around.
Speaking to Mike.
Yeah, pull it over a little bit. There we go. Last time we were talking about the price of Bitcoin here was around what? The end of October, like beginning of November, probably somewhere around this $9,500, $600 price. And so what we'd been paying attention to was since the end of June, this consolidation down to this basically final point here at about 7,300, and we had that shot up, right? And then we basically since then we've been going down slowly. Seems pretty close to over here, and then heading towards the next areas to go for. That could be anywhere from, well, you could go down as low here as 9K to up into the 10, 11Ks potentially. I don't think by December, I was thinking if we would have turned around a little earlier here, maybe say right around here, around 8,006 or 400, turned around, I think we would have had a shot at probably about 11, 12,000 by December or early December, mid-December. But probably this will be shifted back about a month potentially. So we still got that shot up towards basically 12,000 from here, which is a pretty good swing in my opinion. Within I would say a month and a half. So do with that what you may, and then it'll have some consolidation, but we're currently in this first and then second and the coming third wave of this first wave of a much larger pattern.
This is a new cycle. It started in November.
Started at October 24th.
And this is a wave upwards.
This is the best part of the bull cycle, to be honest.
Okay.
So if you want to take a look really, really far back, like basically if you go, I don't have it on this chart, I don't think, but if you just kind of go way, way back, like I could just do, oops, shit. This mouse wheel keeps going on crazy.
Yes, that gamer mouse.
But let's see here. This one here. So the major waves are, we have a major wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're in this current, this fifth one. And so that's the first 5-wave impulse before we have another, breakdown, right? So we did the $150 to 20,000, and that is a wave 3. Wave 3 is usually the most impulsive or has the largest moves, or at least not the smallest moves of the 5 waves. And so we did this 1, and now we finished this 2. Now that we're at the beginning of that wave 3 of 5. So this is of the 5th wave. This will be the most impulsive or strongest price action probably. And that might take up to a year. But basically all that means is the trend is up for quite a while.
Yeah, I definitely don't see in my opinion, I don't see a downside coming unless I'm blindsided by some kind of like major financial event, like the Fed burns down to the ground or something.
Here's the only thing that you could say, like, okay, if there's going to be more downside, what did I get wrong in this super simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is simply you could take this here and say the end of the bear market was not here. We actually are prolonging that correction. You could say that, but it just doesn't make any sense with the data that we have. I mean, obviously I have a lot of jumble on this here, but with the data that we have of how strong we rebounded from that 3,100 mark, basically how far we rebounded up to 14,000 is not usual within a continuation of a bear market. So this is definitely a bull cycle, definitely moving into the strongest trend of that bull cycle So anybody really looking to the downside, like Tone Vase,
Yeah.
the reason why
Tone
they're
Vase has been wrong the whole year, hasn't he?
well, here's what he lets ego get involved way too much. He doesn't really change with the price. So here around August of 2018, right, or maybe even a little bit earlier, around July, August, the price was about 8,000, 7,000. He was calling at this point for, I think it was like $2,000 Bitcoin.
Okay.
And it started coming true, right? And around January, December, like he was saying, oh, it's definitely not stopped. It's going to continue, right? And then it jutted up here at the beginning of April, showed we're definitely in a bull market. And he hasn't let go of that idea since.
So he still thinks we're in a bear market?
Yeah, because he doesn't want to be... Basically, he was right 80% of the way to his target. But then because his target didn't hit 100% at 2,000, it stopped above that. He can't let it go. He can't change with the new pattern.
He's got to listen to that song from Frozen. Just let it go.
Yeah, that's true.
Let it go, Tone Vase. Let it go. Yeah, there's no ego with us. I mean, I think we've been pretty. I was the one who made it radical. I thought that we would hit 15,000 this year, but
It had a good shot.
what we got up to 13.
13.8.
So I was 1,200 shy.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to continue towards the end of the year. But I had, I don't know, was there any big news? Oh, well, that
Backed.
yeah, backed with
probably
launch
the
the
biggest
futures.
because-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way that this technical setup is, when there's an event that could change the cycle,
Yeah.
it can either go either way, basically. Whichever way the majority of the market tips, that's the way that it's going to go. So they tipped it over a little bit here, so it's just taking a bit longer, before it, continues up. But often the beginning of these wave threes can be sideways for a while. Like the first beginning of the waves, are not so significant. Probably around, what would I say? April to July of next year. That's going to be the funnest time in the price, I tell you what.
Tokyo 2020 Olympics as well. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, so the price of Bitcoin around then will definitely be getting interesting.
We're going to be courtside at the USA basketball game. Gold medal.
Yeah, well, they're not guaranteed the gold medal anymore. You see what they've been doing recently with the U.S. Olympic basketball team?
I mean, they're not really sending the A squad anymore.
Well, a lot of the A squad doesn't want to go because they have their $100 million contracts or whatnot,
It's fucking communist. That's bullshit. You're not going to go to America for your team in the Olympics. You are a fucking Nazi.
Still got Popovich, though, right? I think is their coach.
Well, let's see. We'll see what we can do. Let's see who's in the house here. Extra Guac is in the house. Moon Gang, what's up, buddy? Dave John, what's up? Christopher Wilson, Jack Napier, Cody, what's up? Myron Gaines, I'm the 9, what's up, buddy? Where's old Psycho Hologram? Shout out to all the guys, the Shadow Watchers who don't chat, who don't comment, but they click that like button and watch in silence. Thank you guys as well. Oh, look at that. We didn't change the background. We're in the Matrix.
That's all good.
Oh well.
Still.
We can change it to the blockchain.
Yeah.
So we got a hypothetical situation here we're gonna talk about, right?
Yep.
So is there something we can pull up when we type in the date and then the price of Bitcoin pops up?
I could just show you here.
Like something so the audience can see like big.
Maybe.
We could find it.
We're not sharing screens right now?
No. I hope
Right,
not.
Do your Google magic.
So yeah, let me see something. Charlie, talk to the people.
Buy Bitcoin. It's about the point of this show, but yeah, leverage is kind of more interesting than I used. As long as you use it responsibly, it's not quite as bad as I used to make it out to be. It just depends what platform you're using, though, too. I've been looking at that a lot more recently.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. For me personally,
It just depends if you know what you're looking at.
yeah, and that's the thing. I don't. I mean, it's definitely learnable, but as for me, I just at this point, I'd just rather do like what we're gonna have with this. Oh, here we go. This is perfect.
Okay, I think you can probably type it in here. No. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right. Cool. All right. So, this is what we're gonna do. we're gonna pull up this historical chart here for Bitcoin. So we started the show in February, right? So in February, what was the date that we started it?
Around the 13th, I think.
Okay, so let's go to February 13th. This year. Okay. And then the price of Bitcoin February 13th was, okay, it was, let's just say 3,653. You have that, you have all that, right?
Yep.
So our hypothetical situation is that you were to buy $1,000 of Bitcoin, just passively accumulating Bitcoin throughout the year. This is assuming you bring home about $48,000 a year, give or take, with $4,000 or 46 really. No, wait, yeah, it is 48. You bring home. Let's assume you bring home $4,000 a month, right? Keep it very simple. Let's say it costs you $2,000 to keep everything alive, right? You have $1,000 to just enjoy on whatever. And then you have $1,000 that you're investing, and this is what this theoretical $1,000 per month. We're gonna start in February, and we're gonna end in November. We're gonna talk about how much Bitcoin did you completely accumulate, how much does that transfer into profit, what's the ROI, all these different things, and just very simple situation because I think we have a huge backlog of cryptocurrency knowledge now based off of 37 episodes. I'm still learning to this day.
Everybody has to be. It's a continual thing.
And we're just at the beginning stages. I mean, did the Samsung cell phone come out yet with the wallets inside?
Yeah, they sure have been touting it a lot. I don't know that they've actually released it 100% or not.
Well, the fact that even they advertised it is huge in itself.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of governments are trying to create their own digital currencies right now and all that sorts of stuff. So corporations, governments, regular people, everybody's kind of, the people who are paying attention, the people who know where things are going, are, definitely seeing that.
So we're going to talk about our little experiment here. So assuming the price in February, we're going to start in February, the price is $3,600 per Bitcoin, and you were to buy 1,000 worth Bitcoin, how much would that give you, Charlie?
It'd be about 0.28 Bitcoin.
So you have 0.28 BTC, 28% of one whole Bitcoin. So then the next month, right, you go to March, and the price is about, we have 4,000 on the math here.
Yeah, because basically it depends on which day you choose, right? If you chose a few days later, it's 4,000. A few days earlier, it's 3,700.
Okay.
I kind of go a little bit to the higher price on most of these months.
Okay.
Because I want to kind of give a what if you didn't do it perfectly situation, or what if you did it kind of on the worst dates of each month almost.
Right, which is factoring in human error.
Yeah, but not like the absolute worst dates, but probably not, a little bit higher than the average price of that month.
So at March, at 4,000 per Bitcoin, you're able to get 0.25 BTC. So now you have the previous month's 0.28 plus this current month's 0.25. Now you have 0.53 Bitcoin that you've acquired for only $2,000.
Yeah, and basically, and then
only $2,000.
Yeah, that's $4,000.
Yeah, it's insane.
And then
so cheap.
And then when April comes around, you're like, "Fuck it! Why did I buy more?
Yeah.
Why did I take a loan? Why did I sell my dog?"
So then April, Bitcoin moves up, pretty considerable jump to about 5,200 is what we have on the document here.
Yeah, I rounded up here again because on that date of the 13th, it's about 5,100, but it did get up pretty high here, so I put the average about 5,200.
Okay.
For that month.
So at $5,200 per Bitcoin, you pay $1,000. You invest. Now you have 0.19 Bitcoin that you've acquired for that month. So 0.19 plus the past 0.53 puts you at 0.72 of Bitcoin.
Yeah, almost 75% of one Bitcoin 3 months in.
for $3,000, which is not bad.
Yeah. And let's see here. What's the next month? May?
The next month is May with a big jump to 7,300.
Yeah, see, even on the date, see, if we keep choosing the 13th, it's actually low in the middle of the month and then gets high pretty much towards the ends.
Interesting.
So, yeah, we rounded up again here around 7,300. Yeah.
So 7,300 at $1,000 gives you 0.14.
Yeah.
0.14 of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's hurry through these months pretty cleanly here. So June was roughly, I mean, at the beginning of the month it was 8,000, but it ended at 12. 14. It had at the end of June 26. This isn't here. We had that 13,000, but
Yep.
The high was actually that 13,800.
Interesting.
So I averaged about $10,000 for June because it started out. That month is crazy. If you bought at the beginning of June and then sold at the end of June, you would have doubled your money, almost.
Jesus. Yeah, no, it was solid. I remember we were riding the high horses in June.
Good stuff. And so anyways, roughly around $10,000 per
So
Bitcoin.
10,000. So you pay $1,000 of your own hard-earned money. Now you have 0.1 of a Bitcoin.
Yep.
For the month of June. Let me go back to the chat real quick. Let me see what's going
go
on with
for it.
these guys. Make sure nobody's fighting in the chat.
I'll falling asleep.
I didn't go anywhere. Hey guys, what's up, Lou? Tommy B. Shelby, what's up? All right, just want to make sure everybody. It looks like I guess everybody's listening.
Very simple math.
Yeah. I like this though. I think it's a very simple. I think
Yeah, it's
most
just
guys
compounding
don't know how to. Most guys don't know how to invest. They don't know how to save. They don't know how to do this. So I think it's a very simple, case by case we can go through here.
Straight up, yeah.
And even if you do know how to invest, which you probably there are people out there who do as well. This is just a nice little refresher course, just to kind of.
And you can break this down on a monthly basis, weekly basis. I mean, you could even go down to daily if you really wanted to get anal about it.
Oh yeah. So let's go back here. So
So we did June.
So now July, the price takes a small bump upwards. This is when we start to notice a little shift in things.
Right, and so I didn't cherry pick the top, so I assumed most people bought Bitcoin under $11,000, even though it was between 11 to 14,000 for a short bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see here, most of the closes were not around the 10,500 mark. So for July and August, I did an average of about 10,500. So you buy that for 2 months, and you get like almost 0.1 Bitcoin per month. So probably 0.18 for the 2 months for August and July.
Yep. So yeah, so you get 0.095 in July and then 0.095 in August. So that's about 18% of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then September we go to.
So I put here about 9,700.
9,700. Okay.
We had a bunch of different prices in September, but a little bit lower than the high here. So I mean, I could even bump it up maybe a little bit here, about $300 to 10,000. But let's just say roughly 9,700, which is towards the end of the month.
So 9,700 gets you 0.103 of a Bitcoin, and then the last 2 months is October.
And assuming you get very, very, good buy prices, like October, most of the month was above 8,000, or even some, like basically, I'm just gonna say 8,000. You got a very good price. You didn't get the low of 7,300, but you didn't get the high of 8,500, so you got the price of about 8,000.
Right.
In October, which would give you 0.125 Bitcoin. And then this month, a pretty good price would be about 8,400, even though we're at 8,100 right now. But yeah, 8,400. If you bought this month, you'd have 0.119 Bitcoin.
Yeah, so that's for October and November, yeah?
Yeah, so you spent $10,000.
So your
It's been 10
total.
months.
So yeah, so your total investment. Hold on, let me get a. Let's bring this bad boy up. Okay. So now your total investment is $10,000 over a period of 10 months, right? And at the end of the whole situation, how much Bitcoin do we have? You're left with what?
So yeah, Yeah, just clear that all out. You have about 1.5 Bitcoin.
So 1.497
Yep.
Bitcoin. And then the current price is 8,089. So 8,089. So you would make a small profit of $2,109 over the 10-month period. Now, when you look at it, it's not a lot of money, right? But at the end of the day, if all you're doing is touching on your app of
Well, you're
your
just
cell
buying,
phone, you're just buying digitally and watching the market. You don't have to be like this aggressive kind of crazy trader guy. Like we're telling you guys right now, like we're at the beginning of a pretty big upwards jump that a lot of people, it's going to catch some people by surprise. That being said, this is just a super simple example of just the extremely passive income you can make if you wanted to play this cryptocurrency game.
And then think about that 1 year out. So yeah, let's say by the end of this year, you have like 1.8 Bitcoin. It's roughly worth around like $13,000 or $14,000, and
Right.
you paid $12,000 for it.
Right.
Then, let's say next year the price jumps to a new all-time high of like $20,000. Right? If you have 2 Bitcoin, $20,000. Let's say you have about $35,000 to $40,000 with your a couple of Bitcoin. If you didn't even invest at any time next year, and you put only $12,000 in it, that's almost 3 to 4 times your investment without doing anything, just buying throughout 2019.
Absolutely. And honestly, like I said, I always say this, and I'll say it till I'm fucking blue in the face. The power of the internet, I think a lot of people just still don't get it. But this is a currency for the internet, and I just think, the writing's on the wall. I mean, you can pay with Amazon with Bitcoin. You can pay Whole Foods with Bitcoin. You can pay the Japanese government with Bitcoin. It is becoming more and more accepted everywhere.
Yeah, well, and governments are scared shitless from it because they're losing control of, money and finance.
Yep. I was traveling with some Bitcoin, just because I always do. And, when there's like do you have more than $10,000 on you, like.
Yeah. Well, it's not technically on you, so.
Yeah, but it's just funny how they just have no idea.
Yeah, well, I saw something because Florida has that one main terminal between South America and Miami, right? I saw something recently where they basically arrested the stewardess and what do you call the guys?
The gay dudes?
Yeah.
They're male stewardesses.
Sure, exactly.
Flight attendants.
There you
Flight
go.
attendants,
There
yeah.
you go. Anyways, 3 of those people were arrested because they said they had like in cash like $5,000 or $6,000.
Oh, wow.
Like only, and it was just like normal like money to spend, right? They didn't even have the $10,000, but they pooled all the money each of those 3 had it into one, and then charged all 3 of them based on that equal sum being more than 10,000, which is totally illegal or just doesn't make any sense. But like they're just trying to find ways to get people, on money laundering type
Lord.
shit. So, yeah, that's why crypto's nice because you just keep it far, far away.
Yeah, just under the radar, man. It's 2019. I mean, it's a whole new age that we're living in. You don't need to live in like a caveman anymore. You can just have that digital cash. You can put it on your smartphone, your fucking Apple Watch, the whole 9 yards. I love it.
Yeah, the only time it gets bothersome, I mean, it's not going to be the main thing that you use to pay and stuff, but it's nice. It's better than a savings account. Let me tell you that much. Savings accounts starting to have negative interest. They're charging fucking you money to put money in the bank.
It's ridiculous. I hate American banking systems. It's so like they're becoming so. They're just like trying to drain you to death with fees.
All the banks in the world they're starting to go down.
Oh God, it's fucking
They're
annoying.
gonna try to claw everybody down with them.
I want to buy some more gold. Spencer says, I bought this most recent dip. If we fall from here, we are in serious trouble, according to my charts.
Yeah, I would say below 7,800, and I'd start to be very, very worried.
Well, Bitcoin hasn't let us down all year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's been a couple dips that is bigger than expected, but
What do you think we're gonna end the year at?
It's a good
A
question.
10K spike?
Now, if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said a totally different number than now. But let's see here. Let me just look at this thing. So I was thinking 11,500 would be the next high for this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that might take until
February.
no, January.
Oh.
But yeah, I think we work up maybe towards 10,000, 10,500 again before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Around Christmas we get another dip, and then early to mid January, I think we start breaking that hump above 11K again. That'd be what I'm looking at right now, just from the current
So
info.
finishing the year around like what, 10?
Yeah, I'd say 10 is easy.
Really? That's
I mean,
gangster.
it's not that hard. I mean, you look at some of these moves that it's had, right? It takes a lot longer for it to go down than it takes to go up, right? The only time it took a long time to go up was the first part of the bull market went up pretty quick, then it went sideways for like 2 to 3 months basically, and then it just massively went up, right? This going down has been kind of a slow wave down. Took 2 months just to get like around here, and then it took another month, and then it finally collapsed, and then a small collapse, and then just massively coming up. It's taken a whole like 3 weeks to get here, and come up again, that kind of thing. So like this kind of slow going backwards was a lot longer than the coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually a sign of strength as well, because if it comes up real fast, it should also come down a lot faster if it's not true growth.
Yeah, that April to end of July stretch for us this year was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, the end of June, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm still good to go. In regards to my what is this? Is this
A bunch of random memes.
uh
Yeah, people are still holding altcoins, man. God bless them.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, so we're looking at these memes right here. Crypto winter is coming. Not safe for work. See what that's all about.
all the altcoins trying to tempt you.
Oh, Chainlink. You guys love talking about Chainlink.
Hey, it's one of the only things doing much.
BNB's still holding on, right?
It's holding on, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. Oh man, what a time to be alive! Cryptocurrency. Yeah. So overall, I mean, I'm pretty up on my little acquiring this year. Acquired a little bit. I did a little bit north of 1 Bitcoin this year, earlier in the year, and then trickled in throughout the year. And overall, we're still good to go.
Yeah.
Would like to cash that out. I think I don't know. What? Let me ask you this: What's your? Do you have a new exit price? Is 50K still your? Is that the first one?
Yeah, it'd be the first price you're looking for is that 30K for a new all-time high, then 50K. If I'm gonna be conservative for this bull market, I'll say the top is 90K.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we at least get to 90K by the end of 2021.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's on a lower case scenario. I mean, it could go up to, even up to 350,000 by that point too, which is kind of be a nutty swing. But yeah, so, if it's gonna go at least, to let's say 50,000, right? Right now it's under $10,000. Any price under $10,000 at least to 5 times within 2 years is pretty damn good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a savings account on steroids.
Daddy needs a house.
Just don't want to spend that money in the meantime.
Daddy needs a house. Need to get a house. That would be the game right there. That's my Bitcoin end game. If I can get a house out of this, fill that thing with guns and rations, listen to Alex Jones all day.
Yeah, like 100K house, 200K, 500K. Like what kind of?
Oh, I would settle for a 200K house in Florida.
Yeah, 200K is solid.
No,
Like all you really need.
you can buy like kind of like the outskirts of Central Florida, a place they called like Mount Dora or something.
Mm.
It's a little bit more countryside-ish, but no traffic, fresh air,
Lots of land, I bet.
lots of land. Everybody's white. Yeah, it's good. It's a good neighborhood. It's just those little pockets of Florida that people don't think exists.
Oh, really?
Like when it's just like all Florida white people are like, whoa.
A lot of gators in there or something.
There's gators everywhere in Florida. Yeah, you can't like go jump in a lake. There might be a gator in it. That's why those people from Nebraska died. They-
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
They went it was in Disney. These idiots. I think the kid was like 9. They're from Nebraska and they're like, yeah, go swim in the fucking Disney lake water. And there's a gator in there and fucking killed them.
Damn.
Yeah, no, Florida's dangerous, man. We got rattlesnakes. We got fucking black. I don't. Do we have black widow? We have one. I think it's like we have some kind of dangerous spider.
Yeah, because Australia holds like the biggest, like most deadly animals in one place, kind of like
Yeah,
what do you call it, trophy or whatever. But Florida definitely has plenty.
we got lion. We got mountain lion. Florida mountain lion.
okay. Kind of that's where the jaguar.
Or no, the Florida panther. Excuse me,
that
Florida.
what it is?
Yes, Florida panther. So
That's
yeah,
where you get the jaguars.
yeah.
Jaguars.
What's up, with Blake Bortles? Is he done? Does Nick Foles took over?
Bortles, where the hell did he go? I don't even
Oh,
know.
he said
He's
they
done.
offered him a UCF
no.
diploma
No,
and a contract, and he took the contract.
No, he's backing up Jared Goff on the Rams, I think.
Oh, is he?
I think I heard about that in the preseason. Like he's on some decent team's roster as a backup.
Interesting.
I think it's the Rams.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. We
Go
just had
Vikings.
a little of a
Getting
kind
back
of
in the-
warm up show.
Yeah.
Charlie's gonna be back tomorrow. I'm getting things in. I'm getting the swing of things as well.
Even Dave John says hookers take Bitcoin now too. Perfect.
That's right, Dave John. Hey guys, don't forget Body Fitness Max coming out December 2nd. Let's watch it one more time. Get ready. Body Fitness Max is coming out, man. I'm telling you, this course is gonna be the shit. Like the promos,
We got fire coming out your eyes.
fire coming out my eyes, fire's powering up. I'm just exploding with power. Look at me. Look at the.
There you go.
Just exploding with power. Just exploding with nothing but pure testosterone. My pits are sweating just watching this.
You should just start taking nunchucks everywhere you go.
I should. Next Hot Dude Con will have nunchucks with me.
There you go.
Chris F says, in Florida has all the best prescription drugs. Get a Rush Limbaugh painkiller problem.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, Lord. Can't keep a straight face watching that. Dude, I'm telling you, that course is going to be amazing. Already had so many people sign up. Already had 12 signups in 2 days.
There you go.
Fucking crazy. So yeah, if you guys want to sign up for the free fitness course, same as usual, just go to modernlifedating.com/body language. Click on this little link right here. Just put your best email address in right here. And then December 2nd, you'll get the notification for the course being available. All you need is an email address. Put that in right there. And then I send you the link and you get access to the course 100% for free. I think it's going to be like maybe 1 hour or 2 hours long, but it's going to be really condensed.
Yeah, it's got a good amount of information in there.
Oh, it's going to be solid. It's going to be super solid. I'm really because I really want to make this. I've been looking forward to making this kind of like fitness program just because, my heart's out for the people in America. It's just like, yeah, it's just as Charlie wolfs down his Dr. Pepper.
Delicious. Oh, you can drink it too.
No, this is water.
Corn syrup water.
This is water and protein and fucking anti-estrogen medicine. This is pure masculinity in a cup. But no, I really want to help people out with the fitness thing because it's important. It is. And yeah, so that's gonna do it, guys. We'll see you tomorrow on Charlie's channel, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Drink some fucking coffee. Wake up. Get in there and listen to his free information on cryptocurrency every single day. And then join me 9 a.m. tomorrow for Interview with the Man, episode 161. I think we're already up there with Interview with the Man as well.
Over a century and a half.
Dude, we're getting there, man. And I'm gonna keep going. I feel like the fire of God is coming up in me. I think Sunday I'm gonna have a red pill sermon episode.
There you go.
I'm gonna preach fire and brimstone. So it's gonna be good. John Collins, what's up, buddy? We're getting out of here. But you guys, thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.